Let us slow down together for a moment. What we are discussing today is far more than a news item or a schedule. This is about your rent money, your grocery funds, the money for prescriptions, and your fundamental peace of mind. We are talking about the Wednesday deposit wave, those Social Security and VA payments so many are watching for right now, refreshing bank screens, and wondering if the funds have arrived. That anxiety is real, but please do not panic. Listen carefully, because in just a few minutes, you will understand precisely what is happening, what is confirmed, what is still processing, and why two people receiving the same benefit can see their money at completely different times. There is a crucial part in the middle of this process that most people never have explained, the part that determines whether your money appears at 6 in the morning, 2 in the afternoon, or the next business day. Please stay with this. That middle section is what saves the most stress. Right up front, here is what we know. This Wednesday deposit wave is part of the normal payment cycle for Social Security retirement, SSDI, survivors and widows benefits, and certain VA compensation and pension payments. The U.S. Treasury has released the payment files. The money is moving through the system. Banks and credit unions are in the process of posting them. Some people already see the deposit. Some see a pending transaction. Some see nothing at all. That difference, that timing gap, is where fear sneaks in. So let us separate truth from worry. What is confirmed? The payment batches are being transmitted. Treasury has sent the files. Financial institutions are processing them. Posting times vary by each individual bank or credit union. What is not confirmed for any individual person is the exact hour your funds will become available, whether your bank releases funds early or waits for official settlement, or whether your account will show a pending transaction first or jump straight to an available balance. Here is what you should do right now. Check your account calmly. Once or twice a day is entirely sufficient. Look for any notations about pending or processing transactions. Do not panic if your neighbor already has their deposit. Do not believe anyone who claims they can release your money for a fee. Remember this vital safety rule because it protects you. Social Security, the VA, Medicare, and SNAP will never demand payment via gift cards. They will never threaten arrest over the phone. They will never ask you to pay a fee to unlock your benefits. Let us talk about why this feels so heavy. When you live on a fixed income, timing is not a small thing. It is everything. Rent has a due date. Utilities have a date. The pharmacy has a schedule. Your own needs follow a calendar too. So when your deposit does not appear the moment you expect, your mind races to the worst possibilities. What if something is wrong? What if a letter was missed? What if something changed without notice? That fear is human. It is not a weakness. It is your mind trying to protect you. Hear this clearly. If your payment posts later than someone else's, that does not mean your benefit was reduced. It does not mean you did anything wrong. It does not mean you are in trouble. This is not personal. It is mechanical. The system moves in layers. Let me explain it in the simplest way possible. First, the Social Security Administration or the Department of Veterans Affairs authorizes the payment. Then the U.S. Treasury sends a large electronic batch file to banks and credit unions. Then each individual bank decides when to release those funds to customer accounts. Think of it like a train. The government loads your money onto the train. The train arrives at the station, but each station opens its doors at a different time. Some open immediately, some wait, some unload in the morning, some in the afternoon, some overnight. It is the same train with the same cargo, but different doors. That is why one person can say their money is already there, while another is still waiting, even though both are on the same benefit program. Now, who is usually part of this Wednesday wave? Most often, it includes Social Security retirement beneficiaries, SSDI recipients, survivors and widows, and some VA compensation and pension recipients. SSI runs on a different calendar. SNAP benefits are issued by state schedules. Medicare premiums are usually a deduction, not a deposit. Then there are what we might call the edge cases. Couples receiving SSI, people who get both SSI and SSDI, representative payee accounts, individuals who recently changed banks, accounts with Medicare premium deductions, and those with both VA and Social Security benefits. If you are in one of these groups, posting can sometimes be slower. This is not due to a problem, but because the system checks more boxes before completing the transaction. Let us bring this out of abstracts and into real life for a moment. Picture a widow in her late 70s. Her husband worked his whole life. She now lives on a survivor benefit and a small pension. Her rent is due. Her Social Security usually posts midweek. She checks on Wednesday morning and sees nothing. Her neighbor already received theirs. The fear hits her chest like a wave. Did they stop the payment? Did she miss something? Is she going to lose her apartment? What actually happened is simple. Her credit union posts deposits in an afternoon batch, not a morning one. By evening, the deposit appears. Same amount, same entitlement, different internal clock. Her fear was utterly real. The cause was merely timing. Let us make this even more concrete with simple math. Imagine your monthly benefit is $1,500. Your rent is $900. Utilities are $180. Medicine is $120. That leaves $300 for food, gas, and everything else. When that $1,500 arrives even one day later than expected, the entire plan feels unstable. Not because the amount changed, but because the sequence changed. And sequence is how a life on a fixed income stays balanced. Here is another short story. A disabled veteran receives VA compensation and Social Security. His pharmacy refill is scheduled for Thursday. His VA payment usually shows on Wednesday. This time, it shows as pending, not available. He worries his card will decline at the counter. What he does not see is that Treasury has already sent the funds. His bank simply has not released them yet. By the next business morning, the status changes. The money is there. The prescription is filled. Same system, same process, different moment. Now we come to the detail most people never get told. There are 3 stages to your deposit. Stage 1 is sent. The government releases the payment. Stage 2 is pending. Your bank has the file but has not posted it for use. Stage 3 is available. You can spend it. You may only see Stage 3. Someone else may see Stage 2 first. Another person may only see Stage 3 appear later. Weekends stretch this process. Holidays stretch it. Batch processing stretches it. None of it means your benefit is gone. One more important protection, because this is when scammers often strike. If anyone calls and says your Social Security is on hold or your VA deposit is frozen and demands a fee to release it, that is a lie. No government agency operates that way. No legitimate payment is unlocked with gift cards. No one will threaten arrest over the phone for benefit issues. Let us now talk about the real-world timing. When Social Security or the VA authorizes your payment, it enters the U.S. Treasury system. Treasury then sends a large electronic batch to every participating bank and credit union. Here is the key detail. Every bank opens that file on its own schedule. Some open it immediately, some wait for the official settlement hour, some process overnight, some run afternoon batches, some update at dawn, some after lunch. It is the same file, the same money, but different release times. So when someone says they received theirs at 5 in the morning and you are still waiting at noon, it does not mean yours is missing. It means your bank's door has not opened yet. Then come the calendar realities. Weekends pause settlement cycles. Federal holidays pause them too. If a release date bumps into a non-business day, posting can slide to the next business window. The money is not lost. It is simply in transit. Now let us define clearly who is usually touched by this Wednesday wave. Most commonly included are Social Security retirement beneficiaries, SSDI recipients, survivors and widows, and certain VA compensation and pension recipients. Usually not in this specific wave are SSI recipients, who follow a different calendar, SNAP benefits, which follow state-issued schedules, and Medicare, which typically involves deductions, not deposits. The groups that often see later posting even within the same wave include SSI couples, dual beneficiaries receiving both SSI and SSDI, representative payee accounts, people who recently changed banks or addresses, accounts with Medicare premium deductions, cases with VA and Social Security overlap, and accounts under routine review or offset processing. Later does not mean denied. Later does not mean stopped. Later almost always means an extra processing step. Let us talk about the moment everyone fears. What if you wake up, check your account, and there is still nothing? Here is the calm, safe, professional way to handle that situation. Step 1. Give the system time to complete its cycle. In most cases, it is appropriate to allow up to 3 full business days after the scheduled release date before assuming something is wrong. Business days mean Monday through Friday, excluding weekends and federal holidays. Step 2. Check your account status carefully, not just the balance. Look for the words pending, processing, or scheduled. Sometimes the money is already assigned to your account but is not yet spendable. Step 3. Verify your direct deposit information. If you recently changed banks, updated your routing number, switched accounts, moved or added or removed a representative payee, an extra processing cycle can occur. This is common and it is fixable. Step 4. Be aware of possible deductions or offsets. Examples include Medicare Part B or Part D premiums, overpayment recovery, court-ordered garnishments, or certain federal debt offsets. These are automated system actions, not personal judgments. Step 5. If the deposit still has not appeared after the normal window, then it is appropriate to contact the agency. For Social Security, that number is 1-800-772-1213. For VA benefits, it is 1-800-827-1000. Contact your local field office, preferably by appointment. Before you call, prepare this information: your Social Security number or VA file number, the name of your bank or credit union, the date your last payment posted, your current mailing address, any recent change notices you received, and your direct deposit routing and account numbers. This preparation shortens calls and reduces stress. Let us talk about something just as important as the money itself: your dignity. Many people feel ashamed when they worry about a deposit. They think they should not be so anxious. But when your life runs on a fixed income, vigilance is not weakness, it is responsibility. You are not being needy, you are being careful. A delayed posting does not mean you are being cut off. A pending screen does not mean your status is in danger. A quiet account does not mean your future has disappeared. The system is moving even when it is silent. Here is a simple, practical action checklist to keep in mind. Check your bank once or twice a day, looking for pending or processing notices. Do not compare your timing to your neighbor's bank. Do not rely on social media rumors. Use only verified sources like the official government websites. Review your Medicare premium deductions so your net amount makes sense. If you receive SNAP, check your state's EBT posting calendar. If you are a veteran, review your VA benefit letter for confirmation of continued entitlement. If you need help navigating any of this, contact a SHIP counselor for Medicare, your local area agency on aging, a veteran service officer, or a trusted benefits counselor or social worker. Once again, for your protection, no real agency will demand gift cards, threaten jail by phone, ask for your full bank login credentials, or tell you to keep a call secret. Let us look ahead calmly. Deposit waves will continue each month. Treasury schedules will continue. Bank posting differences will continue. There will be months with holiday shifts and months with weekend overlaps. There will be times when posting feels slower. These are mechanical changes, not policy cuts. If real policy changes ever occur regarding eligibility, payment amounts, Medicare premiums, or cost of living adjustments, they are announced, documented, and confirmed through official channels. They do not happen quietly in one person's bank account without notice. Let us bring everything together. Here are your key takeaways, spoken simply. The Wednesday deposit wave is part of the normal payment cycle. The Treasury sends the money. Banks decide when it becomes available. Different banks follow different clocks. Delays are usually about system timing, not personal failure. Wait up to 3 business days before assuming a problem. Prepare your information before calling for help. Protect yourself from scams. Your benefits are earned and they are protected. Let me close with something from the heart. You worked for this. You contributed. Some of you served in uniform. Some of you raised families. Some of you worked with your hands, your backs, your minds, your hearts. These payments are not favors. They are the result of a lifetime of contribution. So if your deposit is pending, if it is a few hours late, if it arrives tomorrow instead of today, please do not let fear tell you that you are forgotten. The system is moving. Your benefits are still yours. Clarity will always come before conclusions. Share your experience if you feel comfortable. It helps others breathe easier knowing they are not alone in waiting. Take care of yourselves and take care of each other.